What up, big time gang? Venom Sea Dragon. This one is brand new, never unwrapped, but it's dead. See that there? The second hand is not ticking. So we're going to do a battery change on this one. This one has a unique movement you don't see in Invictas as often. Stay tuned if you're interested. Welcome back to another Tell Me Big Time video. This one here is going to be unwrapping and a battery change because this watch is brand new. It's like new old stock. It's a Venom Reserve Sea Dragon. Swiss made down there at the 6 o'clock. That's when you know it's old school. And then it has a unique movement. The day of the week's down there at the 6 o'clock instead of like the Z60 where it's up here at the 9 o'clock. This is a ISA caliber 8172/220. 3 jewel quartz movement. I'm sure this is probably all screwed down. Black poly strap, all gold, everything else. Case, bezel, dial is black with gold accents. But Mo Alcaraz, thank you, brother. Mo hooked it up with this watch. We had some shipping delays from the master calendar I got. And Mo graciously just sent this with it as like a memento to say, you know, thank you for being patient, I guess. And I definitely appreciate it. Something different. I haven't had a Sea Dragon with a Gen 2 bezel on the channel ever. I've had a red Sea Dragon, and I used to have a black and white Sea Dragon that I featured on the channel years ago. But those had the Gen 1 bezel, not the Gen 2 like this one does here. So let's unwrap it, and then let's do the battery change and get this bad boy ticking again. Now, I will probably wrap this back up because this is a Venom, and I don't wear Venoms. I do wear Venom hybrids, but not Venoms, just because the way the lugs are shaped, it just digs into my wrist, and it's not comfortable to wear. On the strap, it's a little more tolerable than on a bracelet, but I'm not really much of a strap fan. So there she is unwrapped. And once we get it running, I'll put my Z60 Venom Hybrid in the same kind of color combo right next to it, and we can kind of compare. But let's get into this battery change. So you see the strap still covered in plastic. Still got the original tag on it. Still got the plastic on the case back. Model 20401. So this is size way too big because I was working on a Grand Octane last. That's about right. Okay, case back is off. Got that big old plastic cover on there. Let's loosen up the crown so we don't damage the movement. There we go. You don't want to damage that crown stem by leaving the movement nice and tight, or the crown nice and tight when you're removing this plastic cover, because it could damage it. The risk is too great not to loosen it up. There we go. Now in this one, we just got to loosen one screw, and then we can get that out of there. In today's video, we're going to learn a little something new that I didn't even know. So I want to share with you guys. So this movement has a 399 in it. That is a SR927SW. But wait, a 395 also is a SR927SW. So the only difference is this has a S and this one doesn't. So this is a 927W and this is a SW. So I'm pretty sure they're interchangeable. Not 100% sure. The good thing is I have both. I'm going to put a 399 into this beast because I want to make sure I put the exact right battery in there. But just a little fun fact I did not know. I'm not sure what the S stands for, but they look like to be the exact same size and everything. So anyway, we're going to put the 399 in this because I want to make sure I put the right battery in. So all we have to do is loosen that one little screw. We're not going to remove it. We're just going to loosen it. That should be enough. There you go. Cover's off. Battery's loose. Grab the battery with my pick. There we go. Battery is out. We're going to grab the new battery. Now, if you didn't notice, the retainer just sprung out. That's one of the worst things about these little tiny battery covers. If you don't hold them just right or just do it just right, the maneuver, they'll fling out. And that's what just happened right now. So I didn't lose a screw, but I lost the actual battery cover. All is not lost. I found it. We may resume. Thank God. Whenever that kind of stuff happens, it really freaks me out because where I live, it's all carpet. And carpet and little tiny pieces do not mix. Eyes are going bad. I had to get this watch super close to my face, so I didn't record me getting that little piece back on there. But there was no trick photography. That was me getting it back on there. I didn't have an assistant. So let's flip it over just real quick. Make sure it's ticking. Yes, it is. And I'll show you that here in a minute. So let's put the plastic retainer back on. We don't want to leave this movement exposed for a long period of time. Plastic back in. Case back on. Now, for whatever reason, this is being very stubborn, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe that will help now. There we go. So it was starting to cross-thread itself, even though I hadn't spun it yet, which is odd, but it happens. And I could feel the resistance, so I knew something wasn't right. So we got it now. Now we're going to use a tool and give it a few extra cranks, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. Now we are on Friday the 11th. We want to change that to Saturday the 3rd. So that's what we're doing now. So we're already on Saturday. So I'm going to go and change the date. So date on this one is counterclockwise. On most rondas with the day of the week, it's clockwise to change the date. Remember, this is a ISA caliber 8172/220, 3 jewel movement. Okay, so the date set. Now we are at 10:40 a.m. So we want to change the date to 10:40. There we go, past the 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, and I passed it, 40. Saturday the 3rd at 10:40 p.m. or a.m. That is correct. So now we're good and we're set. So if you know anything more about this battery and the SR 927W and SR 927SW and what that S stands for, leave it in the comments. I'm interested to know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now we are ticking. You see that there at the 2, 3 o'clock, a little second hand ticking. And always remember, the chronograph hand is mostly all the time on the movements that Invicta uses is a reserve hand. It's a chronograph hand. It is not the second hand. That should not be ticking unless you're using the chronograph function. It drains your battery twice as quick as well. So just a cool little fact for you guys. Stay tuned for a few photos. I'll put this on my wrist. I want to put it next to the hybrid I'm wearing today, just for, you know, giggles. So the hybrid I'm wearing is not high polished, where this one is. They both have black dials. This is a Ronda Z60, where this is an ISA. So similar but definitely different. Same bezel, or nearly the same bezel. Looks a tad bit different, but not much. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it, you know, enlightened you a little bit. Have a great day, and as always, God bless.